Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 5th. And when the sun started coming up at sunrise this morning, the sky was nice and clear and it was a beautiful sunrise. And it's already cloudy because we are supposed to get some storms today. So everyone stay safe. Another extra reason to work out in the morning because now I don't have to worry about doing it later. Though I'm sure the Y would be a very secure building in the case of a storm. Anyways, so had my personal training session this morning like I do every Wednesday. And since for a few weeks now, I've been inviting other teammates to join me because it's one of the few times I get to work out with my teammates since I come so early. And the first week I talked, who did I talk into doing it with me? I can't remember if it was Tammy who did it with me at first, or if it was Leanne, or if it was Denise. I don't remember, but it was super fun. And so this morning I had Leanne and Denise with me, and it was a hard workout. I mean, it always is with my personal training because Chelsea's just awesome. I mean, she's an awesome personal trainer. And so it was a tiring workout, but it was also very satisfying. It's always fun doing it together as a team. Did I say Denise and Leanne? Yeah, that's what I had this morning. Tammy wanted to and was going to, but she was at the studio today for her live interview. So we were working out when that was going on, so I'm super excited to go on to hisradio.com and to follow up on that interview because she has been doing so awesome. And I'm so proud of all her progress, and it's just very inspiring to just see her just continuing to make strides. And I know she's had a lot of frustration over the weeks, but she keeps pushing through, and she's breaking down barriers. I know, sometimes they're not as fast as she wants to, but the fact is that she keeps pushing. She doesn't let frustrations hold her back or keep her down. She just keeps pushing. So, Tammy, you're awesome. Can't wait to see your interview. Let's see, workout this morning was good. I did the bike instead of the treadmill because my shins are still I can feel they're tight, and I'm trying to do stretches and physical therapy to make sure that I really don't want to get shin splints. I mean, I'm 2.5 weeks away from having to do this 5K. Last thing I can do is have shin splints right before that. So I'm massaging them, I'm working them out, I'm rolling them, stretching them. So I just pray that works because I really, really, really want to be able to do the 5K. I mean, I'm not super excited about doing the 5K because it's a 5K, but, I've done all this. I'm not going to not do the 5K. And I would like to be in the best shape to do the 5K as I possibly can be. So last night was a pretty monumental moment for me. My wife really wanted pizza. And as you know, if you've seen my blogs and everything, pizza is basically my kryptonite. I've mentioned before in previous blogs how I have what I would say is more of a ridiculous addiction. I like that. An addiction / an emotional dependence on food. And I don't know, again, if that stems from when I was very, very young and didn't get enough food, and there's a whole bunch of different reasons. But basically, I had an addiction to food, and it seems like I've broken that during this because I've just kept myself away from my addiction foods. Even on cheat days, I've stayed away from my big things. I have not had pasta or pizza since Rob's Beaglers began, since January 31st. And I did one time have like this pizza with the cauliflower crust and low-fat cheese and turkey pepperoni. And it was okay, but it wasn't what I was wanting, honestly. There's something about pizza, and I've always been like this. I do not like pizza flavored things. I saw someone had a recipe for pizza soup, and it sounds cool, but it's not pizza. There's something about the way the crust and the cheese and the sauce and the texture and just everything about it. There's something about it all coming together that makes it what it is for me, so I can't replicate that in any way, shape, or form. So I have not had actual pizza since RBL began, or pasta. So anyways, my wife really wanted pizza, but she felt really, really guilty about wanting it, so she was telling me, no, you don't have to get it, I feel so bad, because then it'd be in front of you and this, that, and the other. And I just said to her, you know what? I'm about 10 weeks into this thing. If we cannot have pizza in the house and me be able to say no to it, then I haven't really accomplished anything that I wanted to accomplish. You know, I've lost weight, and that's awesome. You know, I'm eating healthier now. I'm much more conscious of what I eat. But at the end of this, you know, at the end of RBL, if I go right back to my old ways, then it's all been for naught. I'll gain it back super quickly, you know. And that's not to say when this is over, yeah, I'm going to have pizza every now and then. I'm going to have spaghetti or pasta every now and then. But I don't have an emotional need to literally eat everything in front of me. That's how I've always been, you know. I take a huge portion. Doesn't matter if I'm full halfway through. I'm going to finish the plate, you know. Doesn't matter if I'm full after like 3 slices of pizza, which for some people is a ton. If there's more pizza, I'm going to finish the pizza, you know. So, and it's, again, that's that need to, if I don't eat it now, I'm not going to get it. And I know that's not logical, because the pizza's still going to be there. I can put it in the fridge, or I can freeze it, or whatever. But again, I mean, having a, if it goes deeper than that, if it's a psychological, you know, reason from when I was younger, I mean really young, before I was adopted, when I didn't have enough food, and then my parents, the first place they took me as a child was Pizza Hut, and apparently they said I loved it. You know, at that age, and at that young age when your mind is still forming, you ate what you could eat when you could eat it, because you might not get more later. So it's like that's ingrained in my brain. So I told her, you know what? I need to see if I can do it. You know, if I fall off the train, I'm gonna feel awful, but I'm also gonna know that I have more work to do. So this is what we did. So I got the pizza. By the way, she likes it light sauce, which is good. She orders it a way that I don't love it. She got cheese, which is, you know, plain boring, and light sauce. And because I like my pizza saucy and pepperoni dough. And so she's eating, and I'm like, well, Owen's got his teeth now, 2 bottom teeth, and he's working on my top front tooth. I was like, let's see if he'd like some pizza. So I take like the smallest piece of pizza, and I'm feeding him some. And he's just adorable. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. I'll set the picture to public if you guys want to go to my Facebook. And just, if you're looking for me on Facebook, by the way, it's Gus Edmondson, not Augustin, because I go by Gus. But if you go on there, you'll see a little collage of Owen eating his first pizza, and it was just so cute. He took little bites, and you get to see with his bottom teeth, he was ripping little pieces off, and then he'd chew on it, and then we give him a little pear juice so he could wash it down, because he's really good about chewing and munching stuff. He's not always the best about swallowing things. He'll have a mouthful of food, and he'll want more, and it's like, no, you gotta swallow what's in your mouth first. But he loved it, guys. I mean, he took a bite, huge smile, and in between bites and his sips of pear juice, he was bouncing and clapping. So, cutest thing. Definitely my child, if he likes pizza that much already. So anyways, he eats about half of the piece of pizza. And again, it was a really small piece. It was Little Caesars, and you know how sometimes they have big pieces and sometimes they have small pieces, just depending on how they cut it, and this was a really small piece. And I really, really wanted, I did not want a piece, because I knew it would stop me, hold me, whatever. But I needed a taste. I mean, I did. So I'm not fully, but I took, I'm kid you not, 2 Owen-sized bites, which is just tiny, like tiny, tiny bites. And for me, I mean, I can eat half a pizza or half a piece of pizza in 1 bite. So I took 2 tiny bites, and then I threw the rest of his piece away. After my wife was finished, we put the rest of her pizza in a little container and in the fridge. So guys, I ate maybe 30 calories of pizza. And I said, you know, I got the taste, but I'm not gonna derail. I can do this. Which is a huge moment for me. To say no to pizza, right in front of me. You know, it's one thing when it's at work and there's all these people that are watching me and holding me accountable. It's another thing when I'm in the privacy of my own house and I say no to pizza. It was just a huge moment for me, so that was awesome. I'm starting to go long, so I'm going to go ahead and stop, but just wanted to share that progress with you guys. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Please stay safe during the storms today, and I will see you all tomorrow.